Hi, in this video, I'm going to show you how to create this component in Fusion 360. So if we look at the overall dimension, so that's your length, your width, and your height, for this particular part, it's going to be 70 long. That's the longest dimension um, for this width. And then you've got a height of 50 and a depth of 40. So just like in the first part, block one, we are going to create this overall shape here. Okay, I'm not going to worry about that cutout right now. I'm just going to create that L shape, just like I did here. It's going to be 70 by 50. I have to do this part in 4 steps because it's got this extra cutout. I can't do that all in one step, so I've got to do it in separate steps. I'm going to create an L shape that's going to be 70 by 50 by 30 and then by 20 here. All right, just like we did in step one. So I'm going to go over that. So the first thing I want to do is I want to create a sketch, and I want my front view to be that sort of L shape. So I click on my front, and that's my first sketch plane that I'm working on. So I'm going to do it just like I did the other one here, and I'm going to create a box. And then last time I created a box inside a box, I'm not going to do that this time. I am going to just create an L like this. You could tell I'm not worrying about dimensions right now. So I'm going to cut these two away. And now I have that sort of L shape. So now once I add the dimensions, I can start making sure that it's the right size. So I'm looking for my dimension tool, which is right here. And so I'm just going to click this line right here. I know that I want that one to be 30. So you guys need to make sure you're looking at your drawing. This one right here, I know I want this one to be 70. Okay, so again, I know this because I've been doing it, but you guys would want to review that. This one here, I'm going to add that dimension. So I'm clicking on, and that one I know I want it to be 50. All right, and this last height here. So I click on the line, I bring it over and I click, and I know that's 20, so I'm just pressing enter. So now all the lines are black, so I know it's fully constrained, and I'm finished with my sketch. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It's like a flat piece of paper. So now I want to make that volume. I want to take this surface and I want to extrude it. So this is my surface, and I want to bring it back. So I can drag it to 40, okay? Or I can just type in 40 right here. So I'm going to press enter, and now I've got my first shape. It's very similar to the one we just did. One dimension is different. So now I want to add that cutout. So you can either pick this surface to cut, or you can pick this surface to cut. I like doing it from this one. That's the way my brain works. So I'm going to create a second sketch here. So I'm going to click on this sketch. And this is the surface I want to be sketching on, okay? All right, so now I'm going to do my square. I'm going to lock it in. You can see as soon as and I'm going to zoom in here, as soon as I come close to this corner, it connects to it. So I know I want to lock it in. And here what I could do is I could just follow these lines and give me a perfect dimension. This is still a blue line, which means that I haven't fully constrained it. So I need to add a dimension to it. So I'm going to add that dimension. It's 20. So I just press enter. And then I'm going to add this one here, and it's 10. And I press enter. Okay, and now I'm finished with my sketch. And now you can see what it looks like. So it's still the same part, but now I've got this sketch here. So I'm going to take this sketch and I'm going to extrude it. Okay, so I pick on this surface. It automatically wants it to go up. If I pull it up, it's actually going to create material. All right, but watch what happens right here. As soon as I start to bring this arrow down and I cut into the material, it changes it, if you can see right here, to a cut. So it's actually going to remove material. So the software system is really, really intuitive that way. So I'm going to press enter. And now I have my component block number 2. So I had to do a sketch, then an extrusion, then a sketch, and then another extrusion. If you want to see what your dimensions look like, what you can actually do is unhide the first sketch. You can right click and you can say show dimensions. And so if you're not sure what dimensions you are, if you want to make sure that they're correct, you can do that just to do a double check. And then you can hide them like that. So that's an eye and it's turning on and off. And you can do the same with the next one. So I'm going to save this file. And if you've got any questions after you've watched this video and tried it yourself, please ask me in class. Thanks.